Hello and welcome. I'm so glad you found your way to this space today because this is our very first episode together. I want to start by inviting you to just take a breath. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. If they're hanging out up there, you don't have to do anything right now. You don't have to fix anything. For the next few minutes, you just get to be here. Let's start today with a truth that might feel a little disruptive. You cannot think your way out of a nervous system response. You cannot think your way out of a nervous system response. Yes, I said that twice. Think about the last time you were deeply stressed, completely overwhelmed, or spiraling into a wave of intense self-criticism. What did you do? If you're like most of us, you probably tried to logic your way out of it. You might have told yourself, I shouldn't be reacting like this, or it's fine, I just need to stay positive, or why am I making such a big deal out of nothing? And what happened next? Did your anxiety fade? Did the harsh voice stop? Usually it doesn't. In fact, it probably made you feel worse. Because now, on top of being stressed, you're also judging yourself for being stressed. You feel like you're failing at self-compassion too. There is a very clear biological reason why trying to think positive in those moments fails us. When you fall into harsh self-criticism, your brain does not just register the passing, harmless thought. Your brain registers a threat. It treats that internal critical voice exactly the same way it would treat an actual external danger. The moment you say to yourself, I ruined everything, I'm not cut out for this, your amygdala sounds the alarm. Your heart rate ticks up and your muscles tighten. Your breathing gets shallow and your body floods with stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. Yes, you are quite literally in a fight or flight state. Now, here is the problem. When your body is in survival mode, the frontal cortex, the logical, analytical thinking part of your brain, goes offline. It shuts down to save energy for the fight. So, trying to use intellectual positive affirmations when your body feels completely unsafe is like standing outside a house and shouting instructions to someone through a solid, closed, soundproof window. They cannot hear you, can they? And the message of compassion is getting blocked by a wall of physiological panic. If you want to build true, gritty resilience, if you want to create a name for yourself in how you heal, you have to stop trying to win the debate in your head. We have to move to self-compassion out of your analytical mind and drop it down into your physical body. You have to learn to speak the language of your nervous system. And that language doesn't use words. It uses sensation, breath, posture, and even touch. Understanding your soothe system. In the world of psychology, particularly when we look at models like compassion-focused therapy, we learn that human beings are wired with three major emotional regulation systems. We have our threat system, which is looking out for danger and triggers anxiety or anger. We have our drive system, which pushes us to achieve, succeed, and get things done. And finally, we have our Soothe System. And this is what I want to talk to you more about. The Soothe System is an incredible piece of biological architecture. It is connected to feelings of safety, bonding, kindness, and physiological calm. When the Soothe System is active, your body releases oxytocin and endorphins. It also allows your heart rate to slow, your digestion to resume, and your mind to settle. Think of it like your internal sanctuary. But for the most part of us living in this fast-paced, ever fast-paced, always on world, the Soothe System is severely underused and unfamiliar. We spend our lives bouncing like a pinball between the adrenaline of our drive system and the panic of our threat system. We end up treating self-compassion like a luxury award we only get to experience after every single thing on our to-do list is perfect. But I want you to know self-compassion is not a reward for a perfect life. It is the foundational fuel, your foundational fuel, that allows you to navigate an imperfect one. To activate this system when you're spiraling, we use what I call soft somatic practices. These are deliberate micro movements designed to bypass the critical loop in your head and signal physical safety directly to your brainstem. Let's actually try one of these practices together now, if you feel comfortable to do so. Stop if it brings up any uncomfortable feelings or sensations. Whatever you're listening to this, unless of course you're driving or doing something that requires your full attention, I invite you to just pause right now. First, let's find your ground. Notice your body is contacting the world right now. Feel the weight of your feet flat on the floor, or the solid support of the chair beneath your thighs. Just acknowledge that gravity is holding you. You don't have to hold yourself up so tightly. Now I invite you to take one or both of your hands and gently place them over the center of your chest, right over what we call your heart space. And if that doesn't feel comfortable, you can place your hands on your belly or wrap your arms around your torso in a gentle hug. I don't need you to press hard, just feel the simple, warm, resting weight of your palms. Notice the subtle rise, fall, your chest underneath your hands as you breathe. You don't need to change your breath. You don't need to fix the way you're breathing. Just feel contact. What we're doing right here isn't just a sweet gesture. This gentle, warm touch stimulates the vagus nerve, helps trigger the release of oxytocin. It physically signals to your brain that the emergency is over. It says, inside this perimeter, right here in this room, you're safe. Now I invite you to take one slow breath into that warmth. As we near the end of our first podcast together, the next time you catch your inner critic ramping up, the next time you feel that familiar tight spiral of self-judgment, I want you to drop the debate. Stop trying to argue with the voice. Instead, pause. Drop your awareness into your feet. Place a warm hand on your heart. And give your body the safety it needs first. Your mind will follow. Thank you so much for spending the time with me today and for allowing me into your world as we begin this journey. Please be exceptionally gentle with your body this week. Take care. and I will talk to you next time.